Hello, this is Zizi from Team POG. Today we're going to learn about POG's Decal. Let's dive right in. So, what exactly is a decal? In 3D, a decal refers to a method of adding extra detail by applying a texture to a specific location. It's often used to add details like text, logos, marks, scratches, graffiti, or stains to the surface of a model. Now, let's take a look at how to use decals. There are two main ways to use decals in Unreal. One method is with deferred decals, and the other is using meshes with opacity. Here's how to use deferred decals. First, import all the decal assets into Unreal Engine. Create a new material and set the material domain to Deferred Decal. Change the blend mode to Translucent. Then, connect the imported textures to their respective slots. Next, create a decal actor and apply the material you made to it. Finally, adjust the actor's angle and size as needed and place it in your level. Let me show you how to use meshes with opacity. Just like before, import the assets you need and create a material. Set the material domain to Surface and change the blend mode to Masked. Next, connect the necessary assets to the right slots. Apply the material to the basic static mesh provided by POG. Then, adjust it as needed and place it in your level. Let's compare the two methods. Deferred decals are easy to use because they automatically project onto various surfaces. They also update dynamically in real time, so making changes is a breeze. You can place and use them without worrying about complex UV mapping or mesh adjustments. They work well with the PBR system, giving you realistic lighting responses. Plus, you can reuse the same material on different surfaces, which is great for memory efficiency. However, they do use extra rendering resources, which can lead to performance drops in large scenes. In complex environments with many light sources, the performance impact can be even more significant. On the other hand, meshes with opacity can represent shapes more accurately and don't need separate rendering passes, which makes them easier to manage and less taxing on performance. They're great for static objects or elements fixed in specific positions. However, they can be tricky to apply to different surfaces, and if you need UV mapping, the workload can increase. Also, interactions with light sources might not always look natural. You can choose the method that best fits the scale and purpose of your project. In Substance Painter, we use the provided assets in PNG format. Converting to PNG is simple. Open Photoshop and load your base color texture. Next, duplicate the base color. Then, open the opacity texture in Photoshop as well. Select the entire opacity texture and copy it with Ctrl+C. Go back to the base color texture and create a mask. Open the created mask by Alt+ right-clicking. paste the copied opacity texture with Ctrl+V. You'll see how easily you can extract the alpha channel. Import the PNG assets into Substance Painter. Let's try adding graffiti to a car asset from POG. You can use the brush tool, but let's go with the projection tool since it's often more convenient. Press Ctrl+3 to switch to the projection tool. Load the PNG texture you prepared into the base color texture slot of the tool. Hold down the S key while using right-click, middle-click, and left-click to adjust the size, rotation, and position. Then, as you paint, you'll see the texture only applies within the projection area. This method allows for more detailed control compared to using a regular brush, as you can paint only the specific areas you want. Today, we learned how to use decals. Decals are a must-have for adding detail, so it's important to use them effectively. There are various decals available on the POG site, and some of them are rotated and offered for free each month, so be sure to check them out. If you want to keep up with more POG news and 3D tips, make sure to subscribe, like, and set up notifications. I'd really appreciate it if you share this as well.